Okay, so I know I'm like 5 months late to this, but I kind of really don't care. So, just welcome to the very, 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 very late October challenge video. For the challenge that I'm doing, I guess it's a little bit more niche than other challenges, but we're doing MID-tober, which, if you don't know, it's like one of Afmau's series that she's made called Minor Demons, and it's basically just a bunch of demons. Well, they're not really called demons, they're called Deimoses, which I don't know why she really named them that way, but like, whatever. Let's just get into the art. So the first prompt of this challenge is horns. I kind of interpreted it as like, what would you look like? Like, if you were a Deimos, what would your horns look like? So I just kind of drew myself with horns. The color palette that I chose for this was basically just my favorite colors. So, I'm not emo. I swear I'm not emo. But they're red and black. I swear I'm not emo. Please, guys. But this was just a very simple one. I don't know what to really say about this, but I liked how it turned out. I kind of like tried to replicate the style that they have in their, like, when they're making their art for their thumbnails, and they're rendering? I don't really know, but they like have like a specific thing that they do for like the horns, and I tried to replicate that on my like person that I have here. I kind of don't really have much to say about this otherwise, but I think it ended up really cute, and I added like a background, I guess, to it. I kind of liked how that turned out. I like the color palette, and I put the like horns without me in like the corner, so you could see what they actually look like fully. That's kind of it for this one though. Okay, the next one we have here, I'm like really proud of this one actually. I really liked how it turned out in the end. This kind of didn't really help my motivation because literally this is like the one that I'm most proud of, and it's freaking at the very beginning, and literally everything I made after this I felt like just kept getting worse and worse. But like, besides that, going back onto the drawing, crap, I didn't even tell you the prompt for this one. So the prompt for today was screenshot redraw. So I decided to do a screenshot from one of the episodes where basically it was Ava, and she was basically going into the Deimos's magic spell pool, I think, because she was like trying to go around their place and say like, what are these guys doing in my house? I'm allowed to kick them out, I think. And then she immediately goes into this room, and this room is like she thinks it's a hot tub, which like, why would you think that? It's like super big and there's waterfalls coming out of it. I would think it's decoration, and I would think it's probably really cold. I don't know why the water is even hot. Like, why would magic make the water hot? That makes no sense. But Ava basically comes in with her bathing suit, and she basically is just chilling in there. And the Deimos boys come back, and they're like, what are you doing in our spell pool? And then she's like, oh guys, you have a really cool hot tub. And basically they don't really know what they're talking about, but they all get in with her. And so basically they're just talking about, I don't actually remember what they're talking about, but like, so Ava's, I think, arguing with Rise about like if pizza's better than ice cream, and then she gets up and then she starts to walk over to Rise, but she falls like flat on her face in the water, and then Ash starts laughing, and I kind of thought that was like sort of kind of cute, kind of cool. So I decided to draw that, and I'm really proud of how this one turned out. As I said earlier, I love the background, and I had how it ended up turning out. My gosh, bro. Even if I kind of like basically kind of traced the background, I really loved how it turned it out. I love how the water turned it out. Oh my gosh, bro. I love how the water turned out with, I basically put Ash in the water, and I'm really proud of how that turned out, and I added shading in the water, and I feel like it turned out really good, and I just love this piece in general, but like, it's just kind of how as good as it gets for right now. Ooh, guys, I really don't like how, I don't know what I put into this drawing, but like Ash turned up so well, I think, in this drawing, but like in the drawings that I drew him in other prompts, he looks really goofy and I don't like it. Oh my gosh, bro. But anyways, that's all I kind of have to say for this piece. On to the next one. Okay, for the next prompt, it is comfort, which, basically I just redrew Pierce doing head pats on Ava, and like Ava just sleeping on his leg. And for this drawing, I had to draw a couch, which, I don't really know or like how it turned out, because, the couch, I feel like it's over-rendered compared to the characters. Like, it's just a ginormous amount of blending, and there's, like, incredibly few hard edges, which, like, the characters are all hard edges, and the couch is, like, all soft edges, with, like, basically zero outlines, which, like, why did I do that? I don't know. But anyways, the couch is kind of goofy. I didn't actually show Pierce's head, I just kind of showed his torso and his legs for this one, which, sorry to all you Pierce fans out there, but like, for the half of the month that I've done so far, I think I've drawn him precisely 0 times besides this one, so, well, I still have the other half of the month to do in the next video, so maybe I'll do something then, but I feel like Ava's pose in this is a little bit awkward. Like, she's sitting on her arm, but like she's also like in a 3/4 angle, but like slightly in an up perspective, which, it doesn't make any sense now that I say it. But I really don't like that you can see her arm. I feel like you shouldn't be able to see her arm, and she should be more like sideways, like actively on the couch. I don't really have anything else to say for this thing, but like, I kind of just want to talk about my readings now. Like, I'm really excited for like season 2, and like I know it's probably not gonna be like released for like another year and a half maybe, because they're probably gonna finish Mermaid Tales. I feel like they're gonna start season 7 and 8 of My Street, and then maybe at the very least they're gonna like release Minor Demons episodes while they're releasing My Street. But I think they're gonna finish Mermaid Tales, start releasing seasons 7 and 8 of My Street, and then they're gonna release Minor Demons, which is like kind of sad, but like, you know, I'll take what I can get. It's been like 6 years now, literally. The videos are turning 6 years old, like right now. Oh my gosh, bro. It's been so long since I watched it. I feel like I have to go back and rewatch it. I'm not like a big fan of like rewatching like movies or like TV shows. I used to do that a lot, but now I really don't. But I feel like I should go back and rewatch it, like when it starts to come back out again, and when it starts to release, so I can get like a mind refresh. I love it so much. I love it. It makes me so happy, and it makes me forget about the world for like 5 seconds, which is like kind of good. Anyway, for the backgrounds, it's basically just the couch, and I kind of just put them in a black void because I didn't want to do the background anymore after I spent like literally 30 minutes on the couch, and it ended up looking like poo-poo and a butt. But I don't know, that's kind of it for this piece. Let's get on to the next one. Oh my gosh, it's freaking the next one. I hate this one. I hate how I do these. I hate how I do Leaf and Ash in this one. But the prompt for this one was freaking favorite characters, and my favorite characters are Leaf and Ash, and I love them so much. This drawing, oh my gosh, I hate this drawing. I hate it so much. I think it's the eyes. I think it's the color palette. think it's the color palette and eyes that like they just look super weird, and I don't know what I did wrong with this. Like I feel like I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know. I don't really want to keep looking at this, so I'll just go to the next one. The next prompt said it was gender bend, so I just decided to basically do something really simple. I just decided to gender bend Ash, and I think I really don't like this one either, because when I was trying to do his like human outfit, like his human outfit that he has, I tried to give him that in his girl design, and like literally his entire outfit is like leather, I guess, and I don't know how to like draw leather, like, and I just ended up looking really weird, I think. And literally the only thing I did for this was give him slightly longer hair and give him boobs. So, and I don't know, I really don't like this one either. I don't know what it is, but like I just feel like I can't draw him right. I feel like it just looks weird. It just looks weird in some kind of way, and I don't really like it. But I don't know. Let's go to the next one. For the next prompt, it said meetings, which I didn't really know what to do with this at first, because like I don't know. I don't really think it's there's many meetings. But then I was like, oh, like when Ava is like taking out her test and she first sees the Deimoses out there, I was like, oh, I can make that into like a little comic, I guess. So basically I just made like basically a couple panels with like, they're very sketchy, they aren't like finished well made things. But like for like a 1-day challenge, I wasn't gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna make like 7 fully rendered drawings with backgrounds, and I wasn't gonna do that for like 1 day. So I just decided to make like 7, I guess, thumbnails, I guess. And I feel like they turned out good, except for like the very last one. But basically I just drew Ava taking her trash down to the dumpster, and just seeing all the Deimoses freak out about the fact that Ash has fallen and basically just passed out because of the heat, I guess. I don't know if like that's why he passed out. I mean, I think that's why he passed out, but like I feel like there is like other things going on there, like atmosphere pressures, I guess. I don't know. It wasn't very clear, I don't think. But like on the very last panel, I kind of got lazy and didn't draw any of the details on the Deimoses. Like the most complicated I got with this drawing and trying to draw the people were literally just drawing Ava's hair, and that was kind of it, because I don't know, I haven't really made any comics, I guess, and I don't know, I was getting kind of tired at the end of this because I'd drawn like kind of a lot, and it was like, I kind of want to be done for today, so I just kind of got lazy at the very end. Anyways, I'll just put up like the like 4 pages, I guess, that I did on screen right now, so you can look at that, I guess. Anyway, on to the next one. So the next prompt was a use, so I just decided to basically say, what if Ava was a Deimos? What would she look like? So basically, I just drew her as a Deimos. I kind of like how this one turned out. I love, like, it's kind of like really saturated, which I'm not really sure about, but like I kind of like how it looks. Like I like how her horns turned out. Like all the Deimoses have like, I guess, distinct outfits for like what kind of class they are. So like I kind of gave her like like the outfit that Ash has, and like he's like royalty, so like if theoretically everyone's roles were switched around and all the Deimoses were Earthlings, were just normal people, then I thought maybe Ava just is like all of their roles, but like I feel like that would be kind of a lot. So I don't know. I didn't really definitively decide that at the end. I just said, okay, that's how it's gonna be. So I kind of made her have like Ash's clothes, like royal clothes that he has, because I don't know, like she would be theoretically a princess in this AU. And I just gave her like a big sword like Pierce has, because like I don't know. I don't really know what to do with this one, because it's like you're shoving 5 people into one character. And I didn't really know how to solve that, so I just kind of gave her all, well, not all, but like some traits of like a little bit traits of like everyone. But I kind of really liked how the outfit turned out. It's basically just the exact same as Ash, but I still really like it. I really love the color palette I gave her. I feel like the colors that I chose to be like on the clothes and like the separation of the colors, I feel like that ended up really turning out really well, and I really love it. I don't know. I feel like I could have given her a more dynamic pose, because she's just like kind of standing there. But again, I just really love the color palette. I love like the pink. I love like just me being able to recreate like a Deimos clothing in like a pink color palette, because I think it's like really cute. I think it's like, I just really love it. That's kind of all I have to say for this drawing, so let's move on to the next one. For the next one, I really like this drawing. I really loved how it turned out. I really loved the poses that I gave the characters. This prompt was outfit swap, so I decided to outfit swap Noi and Ava into their clothes, and I basically just made them, I guess, look kind of confused about their clothes, I guess. I didn't really know what expressions to give them and say like, how would they react if they randomly got their clothes swapped by, I guess, magical means. I don't know. But I also really loved how the colors turned out on this picture, and I don't know, I just love like Ava's color palette. It looks really nice, and the perspective on this picture, I think it looks okay-ish. It's not really the best, because I don't know, I feel like turning the head in perspective and then turning the eyes also in perspective is just like really hard for some reason. Like, it seems simple, but then when you try to do it, it just gets really complicated, and it's just really confusing. But like, for this picture, I feel like it ended up better than it usually ends up when I try to do some weird perspective. But I really like how Ava's pose turned out, and I don't know about Noi. I don't really like the pose I gave him, but I don't know, it's fine. When I was trying to find like reference pictures for this, when I was trying to draw Noi, like when I was trying to like look up like his full Minecraft skin, I couldn't find it. Like, almost all the scenes that he's in throughout the entire series, he's basically from the waist up. So I kind of just decided to put him, like, have them be cut off also at the waist, because it's literally all the scenes like that he was in. I had to like go searching for it, and I was like kind of lazy at the time, so I didn't actually end up finding it. But it's literally so hard to find like a picture where he's waist up and the quality's good enough that you can actually tell what the outfit looks like. It was so complicated to try and find the picture, but for a future drawing that I do of him, I like end up finding one, and his clothes are weird. I don't know. Like, compared to the rest of the demos, I feel like he has like weird clothes. And at the very end of the drawing, I almost forgot his horns on his head, but luckily I went back and added those. But they kind of look a little bit off because like I kind of just rushly, like quickly added them in because like I was already on the next piece and I was like, I kind of don't want to do this right now. But they look kind of weird, I think, in the very finished piece. But here's the finished piece. Let's get on to the next one. For the next prompt, it said spirits, which I'm not very good at drawing cats. I'm not very good at drawing like any animal except humans, basically. So I just decided I would, I guess, humanize them. What would they look like as humans? And I decided to draw Johnny and like the other cat, like Lady Grandma's cat that she sent in after the Deimos boys. And I'm not sure if she actually has a name, but I basically decided to draw both of them being like basically just looking at each other as humans, and I basically just made Johnny a basic like kind of cat because I don't know, he basically just has only white and brown fur, which isn't like a lot to go off of. So I basically gave him black hair with like white skin. And like I love drawing the Lady Grandma's cat because it was like I got to draw like her fluffy hair, and I could like experiment with like the colors, and she really like turned out in the end like very pretty, and I really like it. She's like very cute, very like confident, I guess. I don't know really how to describe it, but I really love how I ended up drawing her. Well, there isn't really anything to say about this piece. It's literally just two characters looking up at each other. I gave Lady Grandma's cat like a bunch of cool star patterns on her skin, which I think were really cool and cute. That's kind of it with this one. So let's go on to the next one. So the next one. I really, really love how this one ended up actually turning out in the end. I basically just like did a bunch of lighting, like really complicated, not really complicated, but like a lot of like dramatic lighting, I guess. Oh my gosh, I didn't even tell the prompt again. The prompt is promise. So basically I just decided to do like a redraw of like a scene where like at the very end you could see basically Ava get explained to her like why the Deimoses were actually there, to like what they were actually trying to do in the first place, which was like basically get a bunch of human souls to take back and be like, oh, we have like souls that we can survive off for a little so we can have magic. And basically I wanted to make this scene like very dramatic, so I put a bunch of intense lighting down, and then I really liked how it ended up turning out. One thing I really hate about this, because the drawing ended up so well except for, oh my gosh, I forgot his name, but like the guy that's like the Deimos that's like trying to threaten the other Deimoses with trying to kill her with the knife. So basically, like, he ended up looking like kind of bad. Like, I didn't give him eyes because like I didn't want you to focus on him, and like I don't know why he just looks weird. Maybe it's like the hair, because I don't know. But I hope you can just focus on Ava's expression, like how betrayed she looks, because I think I got that like really down. Like I think she looks like really good actually. And basically I just took the bricks from the fireplace in the original screenshot in the background and I basically just made that the background and added a bunch of complicated lighting, and that's kind of all I wanted to say for this one, but I really loved how this one turned out, so let's get on to the next one. So for the next prompt, the prompt was panic, so I decided to basically do like another scene redraw of when when the Damoses first got to Ava's apartment and they were exploring around. Noah was like messing around with Ava's cat, and then Ava's cat was getting annoyed, and then it started chasing Noah around the house. So I just decided to redraw that as like Noi running away from the cat, and I didn't really think about it until the very end when I was already done with like noise part of the drawing, but when it came to drawing Johnny, Ava's cat, he kind of looks like, I kind of like drew him like a dog. Like he kind of looks like a really small dog, and I don't know, he just looked really weird. Again, I'm really bad at kind of drawing anything other than like people. So, again here, I finally found a screenshot where Noise, like clothes were basically this, like his whole body shot was visible, and the screenshot wasn't like incredibly blurry. So, I don't know. I kind of deviated from the screenshot a little still because I don't know. It just was very confusing. Like Minecraft skins for me personally are kind of hard to turn into like full characters with complete details, because like Minecraft skins are like so vague. But even with like Aphmau skins that she does, like she has them in like an HD version, I guess, but even that is like kind of hard for my brain to get around. But I kind of really like this piece in the end. Like I like how I posed Noi, like I feel like it looks really good in that sense. But that's kind of it for this drawing. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, the next prompt is fashion / dress up, which, so basically I just chose like when Ava was babysitting, I think her name was Marlene, maybe, I'm not sure, but when she was babysitting Marlene, basically she came in like a princess dress, and she basically got babysat by all the Damoses and Ava, and basically I just wanted to draw like a scene where she would be playing like tea party with one of the Damoses, and for this one I chose Rise, and basically I had a hard time with like his hair because like I gave him like braids, but like I'm not very good at drawing like braids, you know? I feel like the braids like seemed like too attached to his like head shape. I feel like they should be like more out, but I'm not sure how to describe it. I kind of like how Marlene ended up looking in this, but I don't really like how Roz ended up looking in this drawing. Roz kind of looks like skinnier, because like I'm not really good at drawing different body types either. I should definitely start working on that, but like basically I drew him like really skinny at first without realizing it, and then during the line art phase I kind of like try to give him a lot more like muscle, I guess, but he still kind of looks like really skinny at the end, and I didn't really like how it turned out. And now that I'm looking at this drawing now, I'm kind of realizing that like Rise is in his like Deimos clothing and has like his Deimos horns out, which in the episode with Marlene, he had his human clothes on, which, now that I'm looking at it, now that I'm thinking about it, it might have been like an oversight, but I don't know, this drawing's been done for a while now, so I'm not really gonna go back and change it. I guess there's a little bit of perspective in here with like Marlene's legs being all weird, and I don't really like how they end up looking, because I drew the feet like basically just as a meat cube, and it just looks really weird and kind of gross. But this one was kind of like a little basic drawing, but it's kind of just a little bit boring. And again, I don't really like how Rise's like build ended up coming out, but that's kind of it. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, for the next prompt, it says favorite ship. So my favorite ship is like Ash and Leaf. So for this drawing, it's basically the same one as I did in like the very beginning with Ash and Leaf, and I was trying to redeem myself and like try and make it better, but it literally just I don't like it. I don't like it. I feel like I got the designs wrong again. It's just, I don't know. I think like I messed up on their eyes. I gave them slightly different color palettes. I tried to fix it, but like they just look weird. I feel like I got like worse at this. I feel like I got worse at drawing them, but I don't really want to focus on this anymore because I really hate this drawing and I don't want to talk about it anymore, so I'm just gonna go on to the next one. Okay, for the next one I did redesign. So basically, I didn't redesign like an individual character. I just redesigned like the Deimos's outfits, I guess, because it was kind of bothering me because like I feel like they would have like distinct outfits for like the classes, like the magic users, like the more like warriors, like the people who would fight, and the people who like are basically royalty. So I gave them all individual and like outfits that would be consistent for like what their role is, like what they do. So I'll just go through this one really fast because I don't really have much to say. I gave basically the magic users like a long cloak because like that's what Rise had. That's what Rise has, and he's basically mainly a magic user, I'm pretty sure. And I feel like it's just on brand, like magic users, wizards, witches usually have like some sort of like long cloak. And then I did warriors, or like people who would be out fighting. So I gave them like more armor, and I don't know, like I guess I kind of didn't really give them a distinct weapon. I kind of didn't want to really give them a distinct weapon because like Leaf is kind of like one of the people who fight, and like he has like sickles, I think they're called. Like he has those like circular knives. Well, Pierce is also like a fighting type character, and like he has a ginormous sword, which I guess that doesn't really like each warrior would have like a weapon that would be most suited for them. So that's what I kind of did there. And lastly, for the like royalty clothing, I kind of gave them like more of a flashy outfit design because like they're not really doing anything. They're kind of just like there to take the credit for the things that the magic users and like the people who fight do. So I kind of just gave him like a cape like Ash has. Like he has like kind of a cape, I think, and they have like the royal Ash has like bands of gold around his arm and his horn. So I think that's just like what like royalty usually has to define themselves from everybody else. Like they have like gold bands around their horns and limbs. So that was kind of it for what I was thinking. Oh wait, no, there's one more thing. I feel like if you were in like the upper ranks, close to like personal guard, personal magic user for like if you're close to royalty, you would have like bands around like your horns to define who you are. So for like the magic users, I kind of gave them like more swirly bits on their gold pieces that would be on their horn, because like I feel like swirly pieces would be more connected to like the flow of magic. And for the warriors, I just gave them like metal like triangles, because like I feel like that kind of represents armor in a way, but I'm not really sure. And for the like royalty, I kind of just gave them like a bunch of spikes that are supposed to resemble like a crown, because they're like royalty and then like king and all. But I feel like I could have made the spikes more easy to recognize as like trying to emulate what a crown would look like. But I think that's it, so let's get on to the next one. So the next prompt we have is video gamified. So I just decided that I would draw Lorelai and Ava like in a pixel art style kind of thing. I haven't really drawn Lorelai at all. I've drawn Lorelai for this prompt like 0 times, besides this one, and I kind of really like drawing her. She's a very like outgoing character, and I kind of like her. But for this drawing, the cans ended up being really kind of bad, and like at the very end they really look really bad. But like everything else for like my first time doing pixel art, I feel like it looks kind of good. I went for like a lineless style because I don't know, I was using like a really not many pixels, so like I feel like if I added lines to it, it would look like kind of bulky, is the word I guess you could say. But I kind of just had Lorelai in a pose, waving to Ava, and she's like kind of like, as her normal self. She's kind of like not wanting to be near Lorelai. But oh my gosh, I want to talk about this one scene in the freaking thing. Like I had someone else point this out to me, but like the last time Lorelai and Ava meet is when they're at the amusement park, and Ava's like, "Oh, let's hang out again sometime." And then Lorelai's like, "Oh my gosh, you would want to hang out with me, like willingly?" And then Ava's like, "Oh yeah, just call me." But then directly after that, she basically gets transported to the Deimos dimension, I guess you would call it. And they never got to hang out, which is kind of like really depressing. But besides that, I feel like this pixel art really came out really well for my first time ever doing pixel art. So that's kind of all I have to really say for this one. Okay, the next prompt that I did was festival, which I guess I also drew Lorelai in this one also, like back to back. But basically I just redrew not redrew them, because I don't think this scene doesn't really happen in the original one of the series, but basically I just do them like walking around the like festival, the Halloween fall festival, where they go to the park and they're just holding drinks and walking beside each other and like just talking. And I try to give this one like in a more extreme perspective to try and practice that, which I feel like at the time when I was drawing this, like I felt really proud of it, but like, and I still really feel proud of it, because like this is the best perspective I've done in like since the last time I tried to do like extreme perspective piece, but it's just, you know, it's a little off, a little awkward, but I really liked how this one ended up turning out. I used like a more simple style for the eyes, because I was like kind of getting a little bit tired of drawing eyes at this point, so I just decided to make them really simple so I didn't have to think about it. But that's kind of it for this one. Okay, for this drawing, this was technically like prompt 9, and I drew it like the very end because I had no good ideas for it. So prompt is like, and I have any good ideas for what this could be, so I just drew Rise eating ice cream because I literally couldn't think, and I feel like this one ended up really well. I liked the kind of, not really background, but like I like what I added behind Rise for like the colors. For this one, I basically just copied copied and pasted the braids from the last drawing I did with Marlene, and because I was kind of like actually really lazy and I didn't want to redraw all of those braids. That's kind of it. Well, here's the end of the video. Hopefully me making this video will motivate me to finish the rest of this October challenge. But again, it's currently February, so it's like 4 months since last October, so anyways, I don't really have anything left to say, and hopefully I'll draw the next one, because I kind of have an idea for the next prompt that is on the list, but I'm not really sure how I want to exactly do it, so bye, I guess.